Iowa Speedway. What do you like about it? What makes it so much fun?
Well, first off, it's great to be back, and thanks to hy-vee really, I think, for making this possible. I remember when we met a couple of years back about sponsorship, they asked why Iowa was not going to be on the calendar, and I could see the look in Randy's eyes that was going to change, and so we're excited to be back. I think it's just a great short oval. It's a short oval that provides many variations in lines to be driven and a lot of bumpiness, but that creates great racing. And on both ends of the track, you'll have guys all over. And I think from a fan perspective, it's great because guy comes in, puts new tires on, he's going to feel like a hero for 10 laps, and the next thing you know, he's struggling too. And I think from a fan perspective, there's a lot of action going on. And also from the fans, you sit in the grandstands, you can see everything. You don't have to move, nothing. You see it all, and I think that's a very rare, to have that ability. And so we've always enjoyed coming here.
What's been your history here? How do you remember your racing here? How have you finished? What do you need to do better?
Been a very good track for us historically. The last race here in the hy-vee car, we finished third, 2019, and I think that for me, or 2020, and I think for me, this has been a place that I've always had a great love for. The people here are great. We get a lot of people from throughout the Midwest that come and join us here for this weekend. Of course, this upcoming race is a whole different level with all the concerts and everything going on. It's going to blow everybody out of the water, and probably every other race of the year aside from the 500 out of the water. So we're excited for that. But as I just said too, I think that this race, it drives you to have to think it through and understand, the ebbs and flows of the race, the way it's going to go, where you're at, and to have two of them as well will be massively challenging. But we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, is that rare? Back-to-back races, same track, is that kind of rare?
It is rare. The doubleheader thing isn't common. But to be here and to get two in a row, I think is massive for us. It's massive for this region. To be on NBC, to be seen like that is a huge deal. And as I keep pointing out, the commitment that hy-vee's made, as well as INDYCAR, to have the concerts that they've got and everything else going on is going to knock the socks off everybody. And so I think it's just for us to be back here is tremendous. And even today, just to be back here testing and turning laps, this is one of the trickiest places we'll go all year. It always is because, as I said, the bumpiness, the heat, clearly. Although I was in Texas yesterday, and the heat's nowhere near as bad as Texas, I can tell you that. But the heat is going to be demanding on the tire and on the drivers and the team. So, to be here testing, it's great. It's refreshing.
Yeah, one more thing for you. It's June here, but it does feel like mid-July.
Yeah.
With the 90 degrees, 100 degrees. What challenges does that present on a track when you're suited up and it's 100 degrees on the track and you're speeding away?
It's a great weight loss opportunity for me. Every time I come here, I leave here much skinnier than when I came. I think, to be honest, it's the same for everybody. So I don't know that I look at the challenge any differently. The biggest thing is, staying really hydrated, making sure that you're doing a lot of heat training, before we come here, whether that's running outside, cycling outside, working out outside, things like that, just to kind of get your mind right. The biggest challenge that presents itself, physically, once you start to get worn down, is when your head starts, mentally you start to give up. And that is the most critical aspect of a short oval like this, is keeping the noggin thinking the right way. So for us, that'll be the biggest thing. But, we race in Mid-Ohio coming up, and obviously we come back here right after Toronto. But, to me, those are all races that are going to be very hot. So mentally, we're all going to be well prepared to be back here.
You talked about the promotion, a cool event tomorrow your teammate's going to be a part of, going down the streets of Des Moines.
Yeah, it's great. Again, as I've said all along, and obviously they're a partner of our team, but, hy-vee's been tremendous. They've been the best sponsor in the series. I think I can say that and speak for everybody. Their commitment to what they're doing and the things I've learned about their company, and they just do things right, period. I went to one of the gas stations this morning. It was the nicest gas station I've seen in my whole life, which is pretty impressive. And so I would just say I think people in this region know that. That's kind of getting out. But the commitment with the country music concerts, I can say it. The concerts here are better than we had the Indy 500 this year, and everybody knows that. And it's better than anywhere else that we're going to go. I think from a fan perspective, you're going to have a heck of a crowd because people are drawn to that. And tomorrow's a great example of that, to have Jack in the hy-vee car, and then obviously Joseph driving around downtown Des Moines in Indy cars. It's great exposure. And we're excited to be back here in Iowa, and I think everybody here is excited to have us. So we can't wait to see them.